Hello and welcome to my first Warzone 3 top 5 video. This is the season 1 update here. There is a laundry list of patch notes and a whole bunch of different changes to how Warzone works. So I'll be sure to go over all that stuff while we go over my top 5 meta loadouts. But as always, if you guys enjoyed this video, give it a like for the algorithm, subscribe for more, and let's hop into it. So our first loadout here is going to be comprised of MCW and the Rival 9. So let's get into it. So our first attachment on here is going to be the VT-7 Spitfire suppressor. This is going to keep us undetectable by the radar. And of course, for you guys that are unaware, if you do not have a silencer on your gun, you will show up as a red dot on the minimap. So we're really not trying to do that. So that's why we have a silencer on every single one of our builds. So this is going to keep us off the radar. It's going to help with our recoil control, the bullet velocity, and damage range. This is a fantastic suppressor to really extend out our range. And this gun right here is going to have virtually zero recoil. For our next attachment, we're just going to go right to it because for you guys that are wondering, there is no tuning. Tuning's been completely removed here. It is not a thing anymore. So no matter if your guns are maxed out, there is no tuning. So thank God, I'm really happy about that. But our next attachment here is that 16.5 MCW Cyclone long barrel, giving us a massive increase to our bullet velocity and range, aiming idle sway, and of course firing aim stability, making this gun very, very easy to be able to use. And I'll show you here in the firing range in just a second as well. Next up, we're gonna go through on the SD recharge. This is a sight we've had from, of course, Modern Warfare 2 / Warzone 2, but I'm actually using it here again today. You can use one of the other optics. I know there's some of the active like armory unlocks that are a little bit more tough to get, so I just happen to throw this on here since I don't want to completely make something that was going to be tough, because even I didn't have the specific optic that I was kind of looking for, a nice 2.5 times. You guys can definitely throw something on, but this SD recharge will definitely be great. Now we're gonna move on back here. We're gonna throw on the RB Regal Heavy Stock. So this is gonna give us that increase in recoil control, gun kit control, and tack stance spread. We're not really looking too much to be like very mobile with this setup. We're just trying to be an absolute laser at those medium to longish ranges, and this is really gonna help us out. That I mean, this gun, as y'all see, will have zero recoil. And then of course, lastly, we're gonna go down here. I'm gonna throw in that 60 round mag. So it's a 60 round drum, but I am a 60 round mag kind of guy. Some of y'all remember that reference, but I absolutely love the 60 on this gun, and it is definitely really solid. So let's actually hop in here to the firing range. This is my full build, by the way, but let's hop into firing range. I'll show you guys just how good it actually is. So close range, look at this. No recoil, no recoil. I mean, you have very minimal to like zero recoil with this gun. Like, this is a fantastic gun to run here within Warzone 3. All right, next up, we're taking a look here at the Rival 9 SMG. This is definitely a top meta SMG. It is fantastic in Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer. It's what the pro players are using, and for good reason, because it is an incredibly solid gun. So our first attachment's that Shadow Strike though, and all this does is keep us off the radar. We're not really too concerned with getting any damage range benefits, anything else like that. This is a close range SMG. So all we're concerned with is literally just staying off the radar. So we're just trying to stay mobile and agile and stuff like that. Now we're gonna go down here. We're gonna throw on the XRK Edge BW-4 hand stop. So aim locking speed, movement speed, aimed outside speed, and of course sprint to fire speed. I mean, this is all we're really looking for here. This gives us more mobility, and I mean, that's really all we can really ask for, because this gun has zero recoil. Like, it's kind of crazy, but all these MW3 guns have such little visual or just recoil in general. It's actually quite nice. It's a nice refresher in comparison to MW2. I'm sure a lot of you guys out there will kind of feel me on that one. Now we're gonna go down. We're gonna run that 40 round mag, so you can run the 40 or the 50 round drum. It's not gonna like make or break the build, but I do believe that even with the correct perk package, which I can actually show you guys here after this, after these couple builds, but I definitely, that 40 or 50 round drum is not gonna really make a difference. 40, 50, it's up to you, personal preference on that one. It'll be a little bit slower, of course, the 50 round drum than you will the 40 round mag, so just kind of keep that in mind. Now we're gonna go on back here. We're gonna run the Rival Vice Assault Grip for gun kit control, firing aim stability, and of course recoil control. Can help stabilize the gun out here a little bit since we're actually pretty fast anyways. This is just really gonna nicely stabilize it out. And lastly, we have the EXF Close Quarters Assault Stock for gun kit control and recoil control. You guys could try out something else here if you really, really want to, but of course you'll have a little bit more recoil. It's not gonna use much of a laser beam, but I'll show you guys here in the course of the firing range after I show you the full build how much of a laser beam it actually is. You got great mobility. But let's actually show you guys here. This is that full build for that. Now let's get into the firing range, and I'll break it all down, show you guys. So look at this, close range, super easy. I mean, look at that. That's disgusting. That's straight up disgusting. TTK is absolutely nuts. Iron sights are beautiful. Hey, these MW3 guns are absolutely going to dominate, so try this out. Before we get into our next gun, I want to break down the perk package I'm going to be running here. So they did alter the perks here quite a bit, so I highly suggest you guys go through and readjust. Like, everything will actually going to have to remake everything since everything will be reset. But my perk package goes as follows. I got double time here, I got sleight of hand, I got quick fix, and then I have high alert. So there's actually some different perks I can actually even edit in here. So for instance, I could go in, I could throw in tempered. Tempered is back. That's another great perk. There's like stalker. I mean, there's some really great ones in here. So I could switch out, you know, quick fix for tempered if I only wanted to run 2 plates. So that's super sick. And they've had the perk slots kind of divvied up really nicely. So definitely go through and mess with some of the stuff. But this is a great, like, kind of like resurgence style perk loadout I think you guys should run. For our next on here today, we're gonna be taking a look at the Katt AMR. So this is the heavy sniper that you guys are gonna be able to get a one-shot headshot at any range. It does not matter. One-shot snipers are back, so we have a build here for pretty much the heaviest hitting one in the game. So we have the Sonic Suppressor XL, giving us that undetectable by radar feature, and of course that bullet velocity and range. You're trying to really minimize the amount of, you know, bullet travel times. So that's what we're gonna be really doubling down on is bullet velocity and range attachments. We're gonna go up in here, we're gonna throw on that Zang-34 barrel, giving us that damage range increase. So it's, I mean, that's a large damage range increase and bullet velocity increase. So a great barrel here for this. Now we're gonna go up and we're throwing the FSS OLE. What this is gonna do is kind of speed us up a little bit, because I mean, some of these attachments, when you really increase range and bullet velocity and stuff like that, I mean, you are gonna be slowing your gun down, and this gun is not that fast to begin with. So we definitely need to speed it up here just a little bit. Now we're gonna go down and throw on the .50 cal Spire point round. So this is definitely an MW3 specific attachment, but this gives us more bullet velocity and damage range. So it's really gonna extend out our damage profile, which is 6. I mean, you're gonna be absolutely downing people at super far distances. It's really awesome like that. Now we're going to go on back here for our final attachment. We're going to throw on the Imperial Quick Bolt. Hopefully I didn't just mispronounce that, but this is going to help us with our rechambering speed, aka how fast you can pull back the bolt on the gun, get another bullet in there. It helps those follow-up shots, and so it's really going to make it so you're able to take, you know, multiple people out. And this has a 5-round magazine, but of course this is the general build right here, and we're going to get into firing range real fast. So we'll show you guys. So the ADS speed is not terrible by any means, and this is a long range gun. So you're not like a chest down there, you're gonna be able to get those one shots, and of course it is a one shot at all distances. I mean, you really can't complain. This is gonna be an absolute banger of a sniper rifle. You know, you're gonna have to try this one out. Next up, we're gonna be taking a look here at the WSP Swarm. This gun is incredible. This is like the Mac 10 equivalent in this game to me. On super fast fire, crazy TTK, you're gonna be able to demolish people. So you can run like, let's say that Rival 9, or this to pair that with that Katt AMR sniper if you want to run that as like a loadout. But our first attachment is that Shadow Strike Suppressor. Like I said, just keeping us off the radar. SMGs, all we really care about is basically just staying off the radar, not trying to extend out damage range and stuff like that. Now we're gonna go up in here, we're on the WSP Ruthless L barrel, giving us the increase in bullet velocity and range and aiming idle sway. Unfortunately, a lot of these barrels don't really do a lot of great things. This is kind of those guns where a lot of the barrels are a little bit more awkward, where you get one thing you really like, but then you lose 3 other things. It's kind of a little bit, you know, chalked like that. So we're just gonna go with this one. This is kind of like the best benefit to con ratio. So we're gonna go with this barrel. After that, we're gonna go down and throw on the SL Skeletal Vertical Grip. This gun has got some vertical recoil. So we got ADS speed with this, vertical recoil control, gun kit control, and sprint to fire speed, making us faster and help on the recoil. Really can't complain about that. This gun is going to be an absolute banger at close range, and I mean, you're going to lose a little bit on that horizontal and the hipfire and tac stand spread, but we're not too concerned with that, as this is definitely the best attachment you can run on this gun right now. Now we're going down here. We're running that 50 round mag, so we have a lot of options in here. Of course, there's the stock 30, but don't ever want to run the 20, the 25. That's a bunch of bullets. Don't run that. The 40 is like kind of Well, we should be definitely running that 50. And the 100 round drum is a straight up overkill. Like, no one's stopping you. If you want to run a 100 round drum, no one's going to stop you. But I'm telling you right now, if you want to be like peak performance, you know, and mobility with this gun, the 50 round is going to be that nice sort of medium ground where you have a lot of ammo and you're not going to be slowed down too much. That 100 round drum is going to make you kind of like super slow. So we're not trying to do that. And then for our last attachment on here, we're going to throw on the FSS Fortress Heavy Stock, giving us that gun kit control, recoil control, firing, aiming stability, and tac stand spread. Like I said, this would be a nice little thing to pair with the Katt AMR because of kind of how we're building it out. If this is my full build here. And now let's get into the firing range for it. So show you guys kind of how it performs. I mean, close range, it's gonna have that vertical recoil, medium range, but I mean, the recoil, the way it does go, it's gonna be picking a lot of headshots out. So that's really solid, and you guys are going to be able to get a lot of very, very fast kills with this thing. And for our final gun in this top 5, I'm going to be showing you guys the Holger 26, aka the LMG Holger. So this is like the Holger assault rifle, but in LMG form, aka it's got a bigger magazine to start, and it's like almost the same, if not better. So it's kind of really fun like that. But our first attachment is the VT-7 Spitfire suppressor, keeping us off the radar, recoil control benefits, of course, bullet velocity and damage range. All great things here to be able to have on our long range gun. After that, we're gonna go throw in the Holger factory barrel, increasing our bullet velocity and range, recoil control, and gun kick control. Absolutely love that. I mean, this is such a fantastic barrel. Definitely recommending it for you guys to have this one. We're gonna go throw on our underbarrel is gonna be the Hound-9G grip. So this one's a little bit farther down here towards the end, so you're gonna have to scroll down a ways for it. But aiming idle sway, aim walking steadiness, gun kick control, and recoil control. Definitely recommend for you guys to be able to try this one out. I mean, I'll show you guys, of course, here in the firing range like I have been. It's just a very easy gun to be able to use. We're gonna go up in here. We're gonna throw on the SC Recharge, one of my favorite sites. I've ran a lot of Modern Warfare 2, Warzone 2, and I'm gonna be running it here on this gun. I just think it's just such a nice clean sight. I prefer it. You guys could run something else if you really want to. I mean, it's not gonna make or break the build unless you throw on like an 8x sniper scope. That will probably break the build, not in a good way. So kind of up to you guys. And then lastly, we're gonna throw in the Ascent Lord stock, giving us aiming idle sway, recoil control, gun kick control, and firing aim stability. So overall, a fantastically stable LMG/assault rifle. Now let's hop in here to the firing range and show you guys how this performs. So we'll just break it all down. Look at that, easy. Ooh, long range there a little bit. But I mean, I'm telling you, I mean, as soon as you ever lock in that aim assist, and aim assist is even stronger on players, not as much in the firing range. But this has been my top 5. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to give it a like, subscribe, as notifications turned on. Of course, check out this other video on screen, and I'll see you guys all next time.